The following podcast contains strong language and alternative facts. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Heel Podcast. Over the airwaves and under the influence, we are Turning Heel.
Hello Internet, and welcome to the Turning Heel Podcast with me, the Griz, and with me as always is Chris, motherfucking Hughes.
I'm tired and grouchy.
Aw, grumpy gosh.
Was up late last night?
Oh, blah blah. Baby. Poor baby. I mean, I'm fucking tired as well, but...
It's alright though, I'll survive.
Yeah.
We were at an awesome ICW show last night.
Aye, it was good fun. Like, ICW really is starting to step up a bit now.
Yeah, which is good. I kind of like that. I don't what Billy Kirkwood said. Like at the start of the show. I don't know if you remember.
When he mentioned wrestling companies or whatever your name is this week.
No, not that. Where he said this is the beginning of us of ICW reclaiming its spot as the UK's #1 wrestling promotion. Finally, they're admitting that they're fucking not been great the last couple of months.
Should you not have just been kind of trying to do that the whole time?
Yeah,
Instead
exactly.
of just been like, right, we're gonna try.
It's not like a complete admittance that they've been shite, but at least they're fucking acknowledging that there's other companies that are doing far better numbers than they are just now. And if last night's show's anything to go by, good start.
It was a good start. And Newcastle as well.
Yeah, Newcastle was a great show.
Just, I don't know. I at first was like, but when ICW like On Demand first came about, I was always like, right, I'll going to try and keep up with all the shows, and then it's like in a weekend they have like 5 shows, and it's like, right, this isn't going to happen.
Yeah.
There was literally a weekend where they ran a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
That'll be happening a few more times as well over the next couple of weeks because we've got the Road to Fear and Loathing coming up, which I really want to try and get to one of those shows, but it's just going to be really difficult because of work.
Oh no.
And stuff. But do you want to talk about the ICW show now, or do you want to leave that to later on since we've already fucking started?
Like, it was a very quick start. Like, this episode, normally we fucking prattle on for about 20 minutes.
Yeah, I think it's because this time we are completely sober. Well, I don't know about you, but this is literally my first drink.
Yeah, well, I probably still have a shit ton of alcohol swimming through me from last night. So.
Well, yeah, I suppose there is that.
But
there is that.
Yeah, that was like, we just put jump right on it, like sinking our teeth into it, because we've not even mentioned that this show was unplanned.
Yes, completely unplanned, and the reason it's unplanned is because Griz hit me with
a rhythm stick.
Are you okay to podcast tomorrow at about 11 o'clock last night whilst I was drunk? So there's been no show notes or fuck all done.
Was that last night?
Yeah,
no, it wasn't. It
was last night.
Was it?
Yes, it was actually at the show.
Huh.
You just randomly turned around and went, oh, by the way, I can't podcast on Tuesday. You okay to do it tomorrow? I'm like, alright.
I'm certain that like I said something to you like beforehand, or maybe I planned to and then forgot, but then just thought I did.
Yeah, you definitely didn't.
Well, fuck. Oh, well, there we go. So, are you getting the show notes up, or...
We don't have any show notes, that's the
no,
problem.
I mean, show notes for the ICW show.
Yes, I was trying to pause it to do it without mentioning that we didn't have the materials in front of us.
Well, I mean, it's not like we haven't done that before, where you've sat for about 5 minutes completely silent while I'm trying to, like, prevent dead air, and it's like, you got them yet? Have you got them yet? And you're just like...
Well, see, I'm learning how to be professional now.
Oh.
Doing this,
Should you not have tried
doing this course that I'm doing. So
Should you not have tried to do that a fucking year ago when we started this thing?
Yeah, probably, yes.
Let's face it, I'm never going to be professional. I'm just me, and that's why everyone loves me.
Yeah, hey, I get told I can't remember, what was the actual word Robert used yesterday?
I
Basically said you were shite and I was good.
please. It's just a.
That's why he's my favourite
It's
fan.
clearly a joke. I mean,
I don't think it was.
I'm sure it was.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't.
I'm going to assume it was because I know how that jokester. Nobody loves me. Why do you even do this?
Okay, so the taper opened, the Fight Club taper opened last night with the Fight Network.
Oh yeah, spoilers if you.
Oh yeah. If you've not, if you're wanting to watch this on demand, I'd fast forward maybe the next
20 minutes or
20,
so.
25 minutes. Yeah.
But see, to be honest, it's gonna be about a fucking month from now until it's up on the network. So just listen to us.
I think it might start this week.
Really?
Yeah, because Newcastle was a fortnight ago.
And that's already up.
As far as I know, yes. I may be wrong though.
I think I've seen like half of it's up, like maybe the first half, but I don't know about the second half with Cassie Sono's match because I still want to go back and see that just to see the Joe Coffey spot.
I'd have thought that probably went up on Friday.
Maybe it did, and I've just not noticed.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, I'll look into that later.
Anyway, the Fight Network, which is Kid Fight, Luke King Sharp, and Krieger.
Yep.
Yes! Get it up, you. Would
Yeah.
you like to admit your defeat?
Congratulations, you got one.
And you're never going to hear the end of it.
Even in defeat, I'm still a salty little bitch. Well done, you got one.
They took on Bad Company, which is WWE NXT/UK star, the regulator Wolfgang.
That we passed on the bus.
Yeah, actually, yeah, we just passed Wolfgang like 20 minutes ago on the bus. We were on the bus though, but he's a wrestler. Fucking,
he walks.
He ain't getting no buses.
he lifts up buses and eats them for breakfast.
Crowbar and Stevie James. The match was pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
I
mean,
I was a bit kind of like I kind of saw this in Newcastle.
yeah, pretty much.
But no, it was better than the Newcastle match, I
Yeah,
thought.
because there was less DCT in it.
And yeah, there was less random
Shit.
going on. Yeah, although the wee man and Davey Blaze did interfere towards the end.
Yeah, that was so fucking random. Like, all you heard was ah. I was like, is Akira Tozawa here? And then wee man
Has the wee man not been doing that for ages?
I haven't a clue.
I'm sure he has. Like, I actually think he might have been doing it before Tozawa was doing it in WWE.
Well, there you go then. But anyway,
Just being a wee Ned that he is.
So he just comes bursting through the curtain, and then Davey Blaze is there, just kind of bumbling about, like as Davey Blaze tends to do.
I didn't even notice Davey Blaze come out.
It was literally the shortest amount of time that somebody had done a run in. Like, he appeared, and then the end of the match happened, and then the two of them left.
Yeah, like I seen him at the side of the ring, but I didn't actually see him come out, which was all a bit strange.
It was really quick. It all just happened so fast.
It did. But yeah, the distraction caused the finish, and I believe it was Kid Fight pin Wolfgang.
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Through a roll up.
Yes, the roll up of death.
Yeah.
Which works in some cases, this being one of those cases.
Indeed.
Because he was clearly distracted. Okay, so the next segment was the Bollocks Kenny Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Coming to the ring and saying that he's had a pretty shit 2017.
Had to be moaned despite the fact that. Yeah, he says.
No,
yeah,
but what he said is right though.
He won.
You don't remember what he said, do
He
you?
won the Zero G title like twice this year.
But he was talking about the fact that this WWE UK thing's happened and guys like him and Joe Coffey couldn't be a part of it because of fucking dodgy deals with ITV and TNA.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have, maybe you shouldn't have signed those deals.
Well, those deals were there, the wee ones weren't at the time. But no, he's talking about in the 5-star tour as well, he's talking about like the amount of money that they've lost
that
they've lost because of these shoddy tours.
I guess.
The fucking 5-star got a TV deal, we'll talk about that later.
Aye, that's right. I mean, see, this is why.
I don't understand. How do they keep coming? They're like fucking the British TNA. How do they keep coming back?
It's baffling, man. Like, I still think we should sit down and watch these shows. I mean, I know that one 5-star show that we watched was pretty bad, but
I struggle to find the time to watch the WWE stuff, never mind then having to fit 5-star in.
the only reason I'm saying that is because I don't have a place to watch them on, so the only place I can watch it is here.
You can fucking download it like everybody else.
Well, okay, what I'll say is...
Hey,
like,
do you not have TV at all?
Nope.
TVcatchup.com.
Interesting.
It'll be on there.
Hopefully. It's just because it's
You
on...
probably
like,
need to watch it live on there, though.
it's because it's like... I'll probably be in most whatever day it's on. It's just because it's on one of these like really obscure Sky channels. Like, there's a Sky channel that's shown fucking like AAA from Mexico, and I can't find it because it's so obscure. It's not like one of those channels that you can just find on one of these websites. What's it called? I can't even mind what it's called. But I can't just ask you to fucking record all the wrestling that I can't watch.
Well, in fact, actually, I can't watch it either.
Oh.
Oh, no, I have got Freeview. One of the TVs in the house has Freeview.
I think it's specifically on Sky, though. Like
Yeah,
satellite.
Yeah, I don't have Sky.
Do you not? Oh, I thought you did.
No.
Oh, well.
You know what my side business is?
I know.
Why would I be paying for it?
I know, I was so confused. Well, anyway.
Yeah, so, yeah, it's basically Kerry says that this year's been pretty shit for everyone that's been involved in those particularly shitty companies.
But the thing is, like, 5 Star, they are coming back, like, next year with the 128-man tournament they says we're going to do. And if, like, half the people that they had scheduled have pulled out, like, what the fuck are they going to do? Are they just going to get...
I really don't think they'll get 128 people to work for them.
This is going to be so weird.
It's going to be you know it's going to be a shambles.
And I think, like, didn't I read that it's meant to be 3 hours every week?
Yeah, it's live every week.
Oh, fuck.
Like, they're literally going to be doing a show every week live.
This is going to be hilarious. I can't wait for this. This is going to be brilliant, but in the worst possible way. This is going to be like the Punjabi prison.
And they're once again booking fucking arenas.
That they're not going to fill.
Yeah, exactly. Book fucking halls. Don't book it. See if they booked halls and did it and used predominantly British wrestlers. I'd be right into it. But the thing is, they're not going.
Fuck, that's right. Because I was reading stuff.
They're booking arenas that they're never ever in a million years going to get anywhere near selling out.
I was reading some of the stuff
using
yesterday.
Loads of fucking old Americans.
It was
no offense, then like, but
I mean, I don't mind Carlito and all that, but you know what? See when he's like pure, what are your predominant, yeah, like top guys, and it's like, come on, Carlito really hasn't done it since he left WWE, and that was like nearly a decade ago now.
Yeah, exactly.
But I was reading some stuff on Facebook yesterday. I think it was yesterday, and it was in a drunken haze. But it was like 5 Star put up their thing like, we're coming to television, no, and then everybody else gives them shit as usual. And it's like, why do you keep booking American talent? If we want British talent, you keep talking about being a British company. And then he's like, 5 Star were like, oh, well, we've got RVD, but like it's like we've got 3 hours a week, so there'll be plenty of British talent there. And I think we would be completely stupid to not take the opportunity of working with a superstar like Rob Van Dam. And the guy just kept going back to, oh, blah, 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 we want British talent. And it's like, I don't mind seeing RVD. But I mean, I know what you're going to say. Like, that one 5 Star show that they done, they were talking about British wrestling the whole time, and it had 6 Americans on it.
The only 2 British people that had on it were Drew Galloway and Magnus, who, in fairness, you could still argue are imports.
Yeah, of course.
Like, they did loads of like British talent on that show, but they were all on before the cameras started rolling. And I think the same thing is going to happen. I don't think their show is going to be 3 hours. I think it's going to be maybe 2 tops that's actually live, and the same thing is going to happen. Like,
I don't know.
Like say Looking Sharp and all that is just going to end up.
They specifically said in this post, that's where I read it, that we're going to have 3 hours every week to showcase all these people. So it looks like they are going to go for 3 hours.
Get fucking disaster written all over it. Anyway,
see if obviously I'm assuming it probably is going to be the whole show. If they have
the whole effing show,
yeah, for at least one episode anyway. If they do end up having like British talent on the show, like say people like Looking Sharp, they've never really been on television. Like I think that's nothing but good for them. But it's just, why does it have to be this company of all people?
Yeah. It's not going to happen. I've bet you anything, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's probably going to get pushed back another 6 months.
Yeah, they'll get to about November, December time, and then announce a postponement for whatever reason, and then that'll be fucking yet more people being done at fucking a payday.
Mm-hmm. And probably fans.
Fuck 5-star.
I still think we should watch it. I still think it's going to be.
I refuse to give them any form of publicity. Fuck them.
Well, steal it off the internet then.
No, because then you're going to want to talk about it and be like, oh yeah, this happened.
It's
like,
going to be hilarious though.
If I want to watch shit wrestling, I'll continue to struggle my way through Monday Night Raw. Alright?
But I just want to, I just want to watch a company burn right in front of me, and it's going to be hilarious. It's going to be great. May get a couple of decent matches out of it as well, but you just know that this whole tour that they're doing for 38 weeks or whatever it is going to be an absolute fucking... Like, they're not going to get any fucking money back from it.
No, not at all.
It's going to be fucking hilarious.
So yeah, anyway, Kenny Williams.
Sorry. I don't ever want to see a wrestling company fail, but let's face it, 5-star isn't really a wrestling company.
Yeah. So anyway, Kenny Williams talking about those tours and things like that.
Yeah.
He then said that the only company that's never let him down is ICW, and then announced that he'll be facing Rey Mysterio at Fear and Loathing.
Well, hey.
Speaking of 5-star, because he was on that
abysmal show.
That abysmal show, yep.
They made it look like he was going to win the belt all night, and then didn't.
Next up with Jackie Polo taking on Mike Bird. I actually don't remember much for this match.
I remember the Polo Promotions fans being a pain in the arse as usual.
There was quite a few get to fucks as well, which I liked.
Yeah.
I don't really like Bird and Boar either though.
I do.
I'm really just not interested in the tag division just now in ICW.
Because there's literally only 2 teams in the tag division. There's been these 2 for fucking 6 months.
A year.
Yeah, no, you're right. Because Bird and Boar won the belts at Square Go. So, like, there might be another team every now and again that might show up, but it's predominantly been around these 2.
I talk about it's been a year's build up for Polo Promotions to be going after the belts again. Because remember after Fear and Loathing last year, Dallas said that was them back of the line.
Yeah, but then when the line was literally nobody else,
yeah,
they were kind of jumping.
All of a sudden they were front of the line again.
Hey,
it's like the world's best theme park.
But I mean, oh god damn it, I had a point here and I've forgotten it. Something to do with Jackie Polo. Oh well, their new theme song is slightly better than their old piece of crap.
I quite liked the old one.
I hated it. It was the
I
worst.
just wanted to conga about the place.
Ugh, no. But now this one sounds like Super Freak.
Did you get a chance to listen to that song I was talking about last night?
What song?
I can't even remember who was using it as an entrance theme, but I was like, that reminds me of
Biffy
something.
Clyro or something.
Yeah.
Like? No, I didn't. I didn't actually listen to it.
Who was it? Whose song was it again?
Oh, I can't even mind. Jodie Flesh.
Yes, it was Jodie Flesh. Yeah,
Jodie Flesh.
Flesh.
It is a very hard name to pronounce.
Yes, it is indeed.
Jodie Flesh, as I call him for fun.
So yeah, Jackie Polo defeated Mike Bird anyway by pinfall.
Oh! During this match, I remember something happened in this match. The fucking Jackie Polo dropping Mike Bird off the top rope.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that was terrifying.
That's how I couldn't really remember it because the match basically finished there.
Aye, that was scary. So
I think it was more Jackie that took the brunt of that though.
No,
because Mike Bird fell into the ring, whereas Jackie fell.
Mike Bird fell into the ropes, and he got all tangled up, and it looked really nasty. Like, I think Jackie, like, even though he fell on the floor, probably would have been safer, because like everybody checked on Mike Bird instantly. Like, I think Jackie was alright, and then just as soon as the 2 of them were alright to go, like, they just went right into the finish, and then that was it.
Yeah, because the referee checked on Jackie first, I noticed.
Aye.
But I think probably what happened there is referees checked on Jackie. Jackie's went, I'm fine, tell him, finish.
Aye.
Fucking, they just went in and finished it.
Just end it.
Because, like, I've never seen Jackie Polo finish a match with a frog splash before.
It wasn't even a frog splash. It was like, it was kind of like Jerry Lawler's, like, you know, the fist off the top rope thing he does. Because it was...
Oh, yeah.
It was kind of like a leaping elbow kind of thing off the top rope.
It was weird anyway.
Aye, it was just like, right, get
Aye,
this done.
that was definitely
And probably
either the referee or Jackie Polo going, just call it now.
And probably with that, like, also just in case Mike Bird was actually hurt, he didn't want to do like an impact move. So
Yeah.
do something where like Mike Bird doesn't need to do anything. Like maybe flinch a little, and then that was it.
Yeah.
But it was scary there for a second.
So Joe Coffey came to the ring for his public workout.
Yeah, this was weird.
Yeah. I was trying to explain this to someone the other day. I was kind of like, it's a bit like, because UFC, they do public workouts.
Did they?
Yeah, like before big fights, where like the press come and they can film the fighters like going through their training session and
grappling and
interview
stuff.
them and stuff like that. So I thought it was kind of going to be a lot like that, but it wasn't really. It was just basically Joe Coffey doing push-ups
Yeah. I mean, they brought out
and sparring with someone.
they brought out like a weight set that he never touched on the stage. It was just like there, and then that was it. Then he sparred with somebody for about like 2 minutes, and then Aaron Echoes came out, and Joe Coffey just completely ignored him while his theme song played, because that's what you're supposed
What
to do.
you should do.
Yeah.
That was great though, because like his theme song was playing and Joe was just like, "Fuck it, I'm punching fuck at this guy now."
He just kept going.
That's what I'm dealing with.
He had that bit of wood that he was doing the push-ups on. I don't understand what that's supposed to do.
Hey, he's the expert.
Aye, I'm not going to question him.
Yep, absolutely. So yeah, Aaron Echo came out to spar with Joe Coffey.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Coffey kicked fuck out him basically,
it was great.
and decided just to shout for a referee and have a match.
Yep.
The match was basically Joe Coffey throwing Aaron Echo about for
5 minutes.
90% of the match, which was less than 5 minutes, and he picked up the win by submission.
Mm-hmm. Was this when BT Gunn came out, or was that later?
No, this is the set. BT was the second half.
Right.
This was after BT's match that Joe came back out. We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
Okay, so tag match. The Kings of Catch, Aspen Faith and Lewis Girvin versus the Kinky Party, Jack Jester and Shaz Samuels.
This was actually a fun match.
I fucking love the Kinky Party.
They're fucking hilarious.
It's just how not into it Shaz and how into it Jester is. It's fucking great.
He's just for like, yes, and Shaz just like,
no.
okay, yeah. If you want, you know. It's just his dour face every time he walks out, and he's just like, oh, I've got a beer. And then he just looks at Jester and is like, oh, fuck.
It's fucking great, man. I was really surprised to see the Kings of Catch win this match.
Yeah. I actually was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I was like so shocked.
Do you think Shaz going to turn on Jester at Fear and Loathing?
I mean, after they lost this match, like, Shah had a hissy fit, even though he was the one that got pinned, I'm sure.
He was, yes.
So he started having a hissy fit at Jester for some reason. It's like, you lost, it's your fault.
I feel as if Jester was doing something that distracted him.
Maybe he was just beating the other one on the outside or something, I don't know. I can't really remember.
Or doing something kinky.
Yeah. And throughout the whole night, every time a super kick was flung, I was doing the Steve Corino super kick.
Much to everybody's fucking annoyance.
Now there was one guy that was just like, by the end of the day, he's like, I'm just admiring the fact that you kept that up the whole night, and I was like, cheers. I loved doing that. That was hilarious.
It was funny the first time, and then it was like,
No,
we forgot to
that's
mention.
the whole point.
We forgot to mention something about Aaron Echo. The pint murdering bastard.
Oh yeah. Hi. He takes a pint off a guy in the, or girl. I didn't see who it was. He took a pint off of a member.
Bear in mind, this is the garage in Glasgow.
Yeah.
Pints are not cheap.
Took a pint off a member of the ICW universe.
ICW Universe.
And then he had to be swallowed. Oh, that was fine. Then poured over his
ICW
head.
Young Team.
No,
Yeah,
fuck
poured
that.
over his head. What the fuck are you
This
doing?
is $3.50 to £4 for that fucking pint you just poured over your head. You're not gonna give him the fucking money back, are you?
Oh man, I was raging.
I know.
Like the guys behind us, like were in hysterics at how angry I was. So I was like during the match, I was like, "What Joe, kill the beer murdering bastard!"
Oh, that was excellent.
Yeah,
We
good
were
fun.
we were in top form last night. I
We
must say.
were, but we always are. I mean, we're funny as fuck.
I know. I mean, I listen back to this when I'm sober because by the end of the show I'm too drunk to remember anything we talked about.
Oh, speaking of which, if anyone listened to last week's show, can you drop us a message on Facebook or Twitter at Heel Podcast and let us know if there's anything wrong with it? Because it seemed to be that when I listened to it, it was over 3 hours long and there was a big section that repeated itself. But when you listened to it, it was absolutely fine. So I don't know if that was just my phone spazzing out.
Other than the music thing.
Yeah, apart from the music thing.
But
we got new software along with our new gear. That was the first time I'd edited on it. My bad. I'm sorry.
Well, what we'll do is, like, when
I'm changing software again this week.
Are we? Fuck.
Yeah, didn't like that one.
Oh, well. Maybe when we go to break, we'll play the Gangrel song again, because just in case, like, somebody, like, listened to us
Purely for that song.
No, it was just, like, because I was hyping it up, and they were like, oh, cool, can't wait till we get the break to hear this song, and then it didn't play.
We'll play at the end, because I kind of want to play it the whole way through,
Yeah.
because it's good.
Okay, right, well, there we go. That's our end of the show started.
Yes, we'll do that at the end.
Wow.
So yeah, Kings of Catch beat Jack Jester and Sha Samuels.
Surprising.
Okay, so next up we had the main event for this episode of Fight Club.
Yep.
We had Mikey Whiplash with Legion.
Renfrew.
No, Jokey was there as well.
Oh, so she's called something else now. Sabrina, I think she was called now.
Is it?
I think so. I'm certain because I was like, isn't that Jokey? And then the Simon Cassidy was like,
you're not talking about Lucy Cole?
No,
because she got involved in the main event, and we were like,
no, I'm certain she was called Sabrina now.
Right, okay, fair enough.
Does it say there Jokey? Aye.
No, it doesn't even mention that she was there. Nor does it mention that Jeannie was there either.
Aye. I think the whole concept of Jeannie is like quite hilarious because.
Well, I suppose it kind of makes sense for her not to be called Jokey, given that Casey's doing the Harley Quinn gimmick.
Mm-hmm. Aye, so
it's kind of the same thing.
They're kind of close.
Yeah, so that kind of makes sense.
Huh?
What you hen?
There was just a post from ICW saying that the King of Insanity will be crowned when Mikey Whiplash, Stevie Boy, Jimmy Havoc, fucking hell, it's right there in front of me, but my brain shut down for a sec, and Chris Renfro go to war in a 4-way death match.
Yep.
When was Stevie Boy announced for this? I remember.
I take it they've probably taped something, like backstage for it.
Aye, because
was it not an open invitation that Havoc put out?
I guess. I just love Jimmy Havoc's fucking photo. He's just got like a beer in his hand and he's just like flipping off the camera. God, Jimmy Havoc is like one of the fucking coolest people.
Yeah, you could have waited till we finished talking about this match because then now they're married in. Yeah,
sorry.
See?
Because I was going to go and see if like there was any posts about her being Sabrina now.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
So anyway, Mikey Whiplash with Legion versus Sabu with Jeannie.
Yes.
This match
wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad, but I was expecting a lot more hardcoreness.
I know, I guess.
Like, there was the spot where Sabu was basically stabbing Whippy with a chisel. I think it was a chisel.
Terrifying, whatever it was. I don't know what it was.
I think it was a chisel.
It would just look like a needle, like a fucking, like, really sharp needle that you would use to, like, knit.
Oh, it might be a knit needle, actually. Fuck knows. Anyway.
It was sharp and pointy.
Yeah, like, he stabbed him in the head a couple of times with it, which obviously caused a wee bit of blood. But that was really the only bloodshed in this match, and I was expecting it to be a really, really bloody match, especially with Whippy saying that it was going to be his exhibition of what he's going to do to Jimmy Havoc at Fear and Loathing.
Yeah.
And then he lost.
Yes, he did. Edit that out.
No.
I knew that was going to happen. It's going to happen. So enjoy me coughing. The whole concept of Jeannie, like what I was about to say, it's clear, like, because Sabu is so old now, that Jeannie's just there to pass him chairs so that Sabu doesn't need to do as much.
Probably. I mean, he's fucking also had to get, like, 3 hip surgeries in the last couple of years or something like that. Like, Sabu's fucked. Look at all the crazy shit he did in ECW and even WWE. And even beyond WWE, like, I've seen him do some crazy shit in ICW.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like, Well, here's my wife now, dressed as a genie. Pass me steel chairs, so I don't need to do anything.
I do find it quite funny though that obviously she's called Jeannie,
Uh-huh.
right? And with this show being in Scotland, I really believe that a lot of people in that crowd were kind of like, that's a pure Scottish name, isn't it? Jeannie.
Genie. And then she comes
Oh,
out.
Jeannie.
She comes out dressed as an actual genie, and it's like, oh, now I get it.
The funny thing is, I don't think they did.
Oh well, you can
Yeah, so the finish to this match, I'm trying to think what it was.
Arabian Facebuster.
Yes, it was through a table.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, through a table for the 3. After the match, Whippy basically got on the mic and said, "Do you think that was that was my exhibition of what I can do? Bring out the props or the assistants or something like that," he said. And out came more members of Legion.
Oh yeah, this was weird.
Carrying various weapons that Whippy's used throughout his career, and as they were being brought out, it was kind of like a fashion show. Like they were kind of being paraded out, and Whippy's like, the noose that I hung BT gun with, the barbed wire bat that I hit
Jimmy
Havoc with, the barbed wire chair which I hit everyone with. So he then asked for a volunteer from the crowd. A lot of people volunteered, but I think he chose to ignore them. So eventually he chose Renfrew as his volunteer.
Huh, how convenient.
Yeah, so Renfrew gets in the ring. Havoc goes to hit him with a kendo stick, but
No.
Renfrew catches
Whippy.
it. Sorry. Whippy goes to hit with a kendo stick,
Yeah.
but Renfrew catches it. And the crowd
fucking pop.
goes fucking ballistic.
Oh yeah. I was actually jumping. I
So was
started
I.
jumping.
It's like the happiest I've been. And then, like, see, after he hit Whippy with the clothesline and then pulled the mask off,
Yeah.
I was like, yes, he is actually back.
Yeah, because he pulls the mask off and he had those like tiny little sunglasses that he always wears as Chris Renfrew. So it was just like that pure sign of like the real Chris Renfrew's back, and he's not just this fucking disembodied like fucking weird whatever shell of a man.
Yeah. They did a really cool disappearing act with Whippy, though. I don't know if you noticed that. Where, like, Whippy was in the corner and he rolled out, and then the other members of Legion that brought the weapons down all came into the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And whilst Renfrew was beating all of them up, Whippy just kind of disappeared. No one, like, I didn't notice where he went. I think what he's probably done is he's gone under the ring and put the Legion gear on, and then just kind of went up with them as if.
Maybe.
Do you know what I mean? But it was a really cool spot because, like, even Renfrew was like, "Where is he?" And I was like, "Don't know."
Because he was looking, but I was like, "Where is he? Where is he?"
Yeah, it was a pretty cool wee spot. So I reckon that's probably what they did. He's probably rolled under the ring, stuck the fucking mask on, the cloak on, rolled back out, and then kind of hobbled up as if he was one of them that Renfrew was just beating up.
Well, maybe.
But yeah, it was a really cool wee disappearance spot. I liked it.
So yeah, like they also kind of spoke about. This was when Renfrew started to speak about the Jimmy Havoc thing that we mentioned a second ago.
Yeah, and that's where Renfrew got in the mic and says that Jimmy Havoc's issued an invitation for a. I'm trying to remember his exact quote. It was something along the lines of, he's issued an invitation for, call it a death match, call it a street fight, call it whatever you want, but Jimmy, this is just to let you know, I accept. So I think, I haven't actually seen how this came about.
Never.
But I'm assuming it's like an open challenge that Havoc put out.
It seems that way. But that's the thing, like so far right now it's a 4-way. Do you think it might change? Do you think they might chuck in somebody else?
I wouldn't be surprised.
But it better be somebody fucking good. See if like Aaron Echoes fucking like goes in and like it would be pointless. Like that fucking ladder match from last year.
Yeah, I would like to see who would you put in?
Who else is quite hardcorey? I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Jester in it, but obviously
Yeah, he would doing
his-
something with Kinky Party.
He's got his kinky party shit.
Yeah.
Fucking bring in Clint Margera.
Yeah. What about Bram, maybe? Oh, he's probably going to be fighting
Davey.
Aye.
If you want another import, bring in Madman Ponto or something like that.
He's retired now, is he not?
Is it?
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
I'm certain I've seen him wrestle a match like earlier on this year.
Oh no, yeah, I did.
That was
Yeah.
at CCW.
Who am I thinking of? I'm thinking of. Sorry, never
Sick
mind.
Nick Mondo.
No, no. I was thinking of Necro Butcher. Never mind.
Do you know he's a real estate agent now? That's just the funniest
Just
thing.
with all these scars on his face, like,
Aye.
buy this house.
And a giant fucking like weed leaf tattooed on his arm. Love Necro. Except the fact he wrestled with no shoes on.
Oh man, do you know who would be cool for them to bring in? It's probably never going to happen.
Tommy Dreamer.
No. I'd love to see them bring Darby Allin in to do it.
Yeah.
He's a hardcore wrestler for Evolve.
Okay.
If you watch any of his Evolve stuff, he's fucking nuts. They were teasing him and Jimmy Havoc in Orlando like fuck during the Evolve show, then it didn't happen. I was like, But yeah, Darby Allin's fucking pretty nuts, man.
Interesting.
Even just YouTube him and just watch some of the shit he's done in Evolve and other places. But yeah, it'd be cool if they brought Darby Allin in.
Hell, you know what? I wouldn't mind seeing fucking Connor Claxton come in.
Oh yes. Oh man, there's so many.
Just even if you look at the Tournament of Death, and just be like, or even if you bring in like John, well, what was his name? John Wayne Murdoch, I think it was, the person that won it last year, and be like, well, I showed you respect at the time and all that, but you know what? You did take the King of the Deathmatch crown away from me, so now I'll take something from you. Yeah. I don't think it would cost a lot to get someone like him over.
No, definitely not. Even something like Darby Allin, it wouldn't cost that much. Jim Smallman's really high on Darby Allin, so if maybe they could look into doing a wee sort of joint booking venture and maybe get him over here and do an ICW show and a Progress show.
Didn't Progress say that they were going to be doing more America shows?
Yes.
So maybe they might save that for like WrestleMania weekend. That was it. They've already announced that they're doing WrestleMania.
Two chapter shows.
Ooh.
So they're not like house shows like it was last year.
Alright.
Well, I say house show, it wasn't a house show. It was some pretty high caliber matches on it, but it wasn't a chapter. Like, and neither was the New York one or the Boston one.
Yeah, they were just other stuff.
They were just like one-off shows. But yeah, in New Orleans, it's going to be chapter shows. Which, by the way, I only went and booked today.
Oh, fantastic!
New Orleans bound, baby. Hopefully to see Adam Cole and Drew in the main event of NXT. That'd be fucking awesome. But
do you really think they're going to hold out that long for that?
I think so, because they still seem to be on the sanity stuff. Going by this week's NXT anyway.
Right. Okay. We'll get to NXT because there was a bunch of stuff I wanted to talk about from NXT this week.
We'll talk about that after the break.
So we'll put that to one side just now, and we'll get ICW finished.
I just feel sorry for the poor bastard being told to fast forward 25 minutes to talk about all this ICW stuff.
Yeah, I know.
And we're now at 36 minutes and not finished.
Come on, can you ever trust us to keep anything within fucking time? Like, remember last week when you kept saying, "Oh yeah, you've got some place to be," and now just kept prattling on. Yep. And then, oh yeah,
oh, you want to tell the story?
Yeah.
There you go.
So last week when we were recording the podcast, as I just said, like, we were keeping an eye on the clock because I had to be at a wrestling quiz. I showed up late only to find the wrestling quiz got cancelled. So my team won by default. Default.
The two greatest words in the English language.
Default.
There's a Simpsons reference for everything.
I know, that was exactly it. I love The Simpsons.
Okay, so we had an interval after that. And taping 2 opened up with the ICW Zero G Championship, BT Gunn against Jordan Devlin.
This was a class match.
Yeah. Do you know Francis, that was also with me yesterday? She was asking during the interval about like if these guys are in WWE, and I was like, well, some of them are.
Yeah.
And I was explaining that Wolfgang that was, and I was like, in fact, there'll be one more person out that's signed to WWE. And she's like, all right, okay. And then, funnily enough, the very first person out was Jordan Devlin.
Yeah,
and
there he is.
I was like that. It's like to her, it's him. He's signed for WWE. And she looked at me, and went, like, for fuck's sake.
Lucky bastard.
Yeah, so that was my funny story. But this was a good match. It was chop-tastic.
Yeah.
Which is lots of BT Gun matches these
Yeah,
days.
pretty much. That's
But
why
I fucking love it every time.
That's why I'd be fucking terrified to wrestle BT Gun if I was a wrestler. I just don't think I would have the fucking steel for it.
I genuinely think I would die.
Yeah. Wasn't there like a fucking fan that asked BT Gun to chop him or something like that, and their chest practically caved in?
Yes. Can't remember when this was, but it rings a bell.
I think I seen a video of it.
Yeah.
Why would you?
It's not something like it was his birthday or something like that.
Aye, something like that maybe. Of all people, why? Like Renfrew or BT Gun, like any member of the NAK, I don't want chops from.
I got drunk a couple of years ago.
Did you?
Yes.
Well,
Once in my life.
was that not the end of the story?
No,
Oh.
with Pause, another guy
Did you?
that we don't speak of anymore, and Stu.
Mm-hmm.
And we decided to have a chopping contest.
Oh fuck.
And this guy that was taught that we don't speak of anymore.
Stevie
I'll tell you
Richards?
his name on. Yeah, Stevie Richards. No, not Stevie Richards. Just
Not the wrestler Stevie.
he used to be a singer in band with me and Pause, and then he fucked us over and stuff. So he's a dick.
Okay, somebody else.
But anyway, he just was not getting fucking the grasp of how you chop, and fucking he went to chop me, and literally just like fucking full blown clobbered me.
Iron Man.
Like, yeah, like right across the chest, and it's the most pain I've ever felt in my fucking life. Never again.
More painful than gout.
Oh, okay. No, it's not.
Yeah, because you looked really rough for a while when you had that.
Yeah. I just wanted to cry.
I can imagine, like, it's literally like when you told me the two symptoms that cause it, and it's like, wow, those are like your two favourite things.
Sugar and alcohol.
They're like my two favourite things. I'm surprised I've not had it. I'm surprised I haven't had gout in my entire body.
Well, see, the thing is, though, like, I've really cut back in the amount of sugar I take, and that's, like, kind of helped, so it's kind of allowing me to drink more without having an attack.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't take sugar in my tea anymore. I don't drink that much fizzy juice. I don't...
See, I'm quite bad for that sometimes.
I don't drink energy juice at all anymore. Like, that's completely cut
That
out.
would really fuck me over.
And I don't eat sweets or anything like that anymore. So, like, see, just, like, by cutting my sugar right back,
Yeah.
I can get drunk.
Yeah.
Fucking great. So let's be honest, you had to choose sugar or booze. Always booze.
I know. Does that mean you still get to eat your red meat then as well?
Yes.
Which is quite good. I don't know.
Red meat doesn't bother me. It never ever triggered an attack. Red meat.
Weird. I don't know if I could live life without Haribo.
Okay, yeah, so BT Gun defeated Jordan Devlin by submission. It was his crossface, wasn't
Yes,
it?
I believe so.
Yes.
But no, yeah, very, very good match. Like, I really like Jordan Devlin.
Me too. Like, during the UK tournament, I was kind of like, he's a bit cliche.
Yeah.
Not just because he's fucking Finn Balor's double,
Aye, he's
but just in general, like, but that when he was on tour with ICW not last year, it was this year actually. It was in the build up to build up. No, build up to Manamania. I think they were maybe in.
That was definitely QMU.
No, I'm talking about. I know I'm talking about a different match.
Sorry.
I think it was maybe Sheffield or something like that they were in, and he got his face bust open. Remember I showed you the pictures,
yeah.
and I'm like, you're a fucking mental bastard. Welcome to the gang.
Jesus, man. Yeah, that was a really nasty fucking cut.
That happened in like the first couple of minutes of the match as well.
Mm-hmm. And he went for another like 10 or so minutes. It said something along those lines.
Yeah, fucking
Trooper, man.
trooper.
Fucking, like, I mean, that I'm talking, you could practically see inside his head.
So yeah, following the match, Joe Coffey came out.
Yep.
And told BT Gunn, if you remember our Newcastle review episode, that show finished with BT Gunn challenging Joe Coffey for title at the Hydro. Joe Coffey came out, basically said he was not going to accept BT Gunn's challenge. Asked him what gives him the right to challenge the Iron Champion, the greatest ICW champion of all time.
And BT Gunn says, well, see, Joe, you're forgetting something. And then I shouted, you're a dick! To much fanfare.
And even some fanfare for BT Gunn as well. He
turned around and started laughing at it.
He did. He started
going,
a dick chant. But yes, what Joe Coffey is forgetting that
he's a dick
is that BT Gunn is the only wrestler in ICW to pin him this year.
Ooh, when did that happen?
I can't remember.
I can't remember that.
I don't think, when could that have been?
It just must have been like one really random show that obviously we clearly weren't at. ICW Historians?
I'm pretty sure it was maybe one of the Fight Club tapings in February.
Pardon me. I really don't remember. And to be honest, I wasn't really...
Well, that's the only time I can think of. Because
I
obviously
actually
it
wasn't
won the
even-
Square Go,
Yeah.
cashed in at Barrowmania in April, so it had to have happened between February and March. Because he's not been pinned since he won the title.
Didn't he... Yeah, I'm certain, like, didn't he lose a match and then he was probably doubting himself or something like that?
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't deserve this briefcase, and then just, well, kind of stopped.
Yeah.
Maybe it was something like that.
I do vaguely remember, because I do vaguely remember him losing at some point. Like, and it was a big loss. I'm pretty sure it was a Fight Club taping in February. ICW Historians, hit us up, Facebook and Twitter, at Heel Podcast. Let us know.
Yes.
Okay, so PT Gunn then starts calling Joe a pussy and all that, blah, blah, blah. Joe loses the plot, runs back to the ring. There ends up a big, massive brawl where all the security needs to come out. And by all security, I mean all the security needs to come out, hold them apart, and Joe eventually screams at him, "You've got it."
A couple of wallets probably got nicked in the backstage area during that point.
Yeah, yeah. See, the thing is, though, you knew it was going to happen, because see, as soon as Joe started to go up the ramp, just all the security appeared, like, round the crowd.
Uh-huh.
Do you know what I mean? And I was like, okay, either they think there's going to be a fight, or there's going to be a fight, and
Right.
there was a fight.
It was a good. I actually really like when wrestling do these pull apart brawls. I think they're so cool.
Something else we forgot about the Whiplash and Sabu match, where Joe Hendry decided that he wanted in on it.
I forgot about that. That was the best part.
I know.
Right, so he came out and like Leighton Buzzard came out and he was like, Joe Henry wants to make this match a triple threat. And then Joe Henry came out to, how can I live with Sabu? They came out, he grabbed the mic, he was about to talk, and then Mikey Whiplash just walked up right next to him, and he was like, if you don't get out of this ring in 5 seconds, I'm going to slit your throat.
No, he
Something
said,
along those lines.
No, he said, if you don't get out this ring in 5 seconds, I'm going to gut you like a fucking fish.
Yeah, close enough.
And you know
You
what?
still need to slit a fish open. So I was close.
Close enough,
And then Joe Henry just went,
Okay.
he just went, go! Bye!
I kind of like that. Hopefully they edit that out of the actual taping or the actual episode.
No, they can't. They couldn't do that.
But it kind of goes against the whole prestigious gimmick he's doing now, because he's done the whole fucking song and all
I
that.
know, I guess, because I thought that
Do you know
was.
what I mean?
I thought that was the whole point. Was like he was going to stop doing shit like that. But
Yeah,
let's face it, I still enjoyed it. It was still fucking amazing.
yeah. I quite like that to just be kept for the people in attendance.
Maybe, but then
it goes completely against the prestigious gimmick.
yeah, I guess.
But he's
the
just
character
he's
doing
just
now.
trying to get over just now. Do you know what I mean?
Or maybe if he keeps doing it and it just keeps being, like exclusive to you had to be there. Like I think that would be quite cool
Yeah, I did enjoy it.
because it was really funny. It's just the whole song. It was he's like, oh, I need a flatmate, and it's like, but this guy keeps destroying all my tables and chairs, so my IKEA bill grows. It's just because it's just
How
funny.
do I live with Sabu?
Like they're all just funny because like it's just like Joe Henry with like the paper mask of the wrestler over his face, just doing stupid shit.
Yeah, it's great. Fucking really.
I think the Mr. Anderson one wasn't that funny though.
Oh, I love the Mr. Anderson one.
Really? I didn't think I was
That's
that funny.
the one that went the most viral as well. The Lad Bible and all that shared that. By the way, Joe Coffey was in the Lad Bible this yesterday.
What was he up to?
It wasn't directly in it. Did you hear about this MMA match that finished with a Walls of Jericho / Boston Crab?
Yep.
Joe had put a tweet out saying that next time any fans want to give me shit for using a Boston Crab, it legit just ended an MMA fight.
Yeah.
Right?
There you go.
Right, but the Lad Bible put up saying that this MMA fight ended with a Walls of Jericho.
Mm-hmm.
And it was saying even some wrestlers couldn't help but comment that it was Joe Coffey's tweet.
Nice. Oh man. Good old Joseph. I mean, like, I kind of get it, like, in some standpoints when people are like, oh, but the Boston Crab is the most basic of all submission maneuvers. Like, even I think you'll find, like, in New Japan, like, even the young boys, like they get given that as their finisher because they're not experienced enough to do a proper finisher.
That was Glasgow Uni Griz. Oh, it was outstanding.
I was just trying to do the nerdiest voice possible.
And you fucking... It sounded like a Yuri shouldn't.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Right, so, sticking along the Joe Hendry theme, the next match was...
Joe Hendry!
Versus the International Sex Hero, DCT. DCT won by submission.
Did he?
Oh, no, sorry. The match ended up a tag match.
Ugh.
Yeah, he won by submission because he put Leighton Buzzard into
Fair enough.
like a leg bar or something like that, and he tapped out straight away, pretty much.
I don't get why DCT is over. He is so boring.
I don't mind him. Like, see when DCT wants to be good,
Yeah.
he's fucking good.
I haven't seen it in a long ass time.
I remember the promo he cut when he challenged Bram to the cage match.
Uh-huh.
Was fucking great, man.
See, during that time, I wasn't really following ICW.
And that was like, you had a Scottish Rules match with Renfrew,
Mm-hmm.
and then after that Scottish Rules match, with Renfrew challenged Bram to a cage match.
Jesus.
And like, just like totally fucking... Just, he totally nailed the promo. Like, when DCT wants to be good, he's very good. The problem is, he's a bit too goofy at times. See if he was more serious, I think you would like him a lot more.
I probably would, and I think that's probably why. Like, I hate fucking Coach Tripp for a start. It's just like, what a waste of fucking money that guy is.
Oh my god. The penny just dropped on that the other day, by the way. The name.
Coach Tripp.
Yeah. Penny just dropped on that the other day. When Coach Tripp came on the telly, and I was like, ah!
Because he's a coach. But you take a Coach Tripp down to Progress. You know, away from Coach Tripp the wrestler, because... Ugh.
But yeah,
I never liked Adam Shame as a wrestler, so...
Oh my god, speaking of Adams... Fucking... Oh, never mind.
Cole, baby?
No, I'll go into that rant off air.
Adam Copeland.
No.
Adam... I think I ran out of Adams. Adam Bomb.
The cameraman Adam that fucking stayed in that corner the whole fucking show.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God, move.
The whole fucking show. I know, tell me about it. We were at a really weird angle. But, yeah, right next to the stinky jobby toilets.
Isn't that stinky?
They could have been.
There was a concierge there looking after them. It was fine.
I stole his fucking aftershave at one point.
You stole his aftershave?
Yeah, like, he was out watching one of the matches, so I grabbed it and went...
Alright, I thought you meant you actually pocketed the bottle of aftershave and walked out.
Would have been tempted, but no. That's a bit too far.
Dick. That man's spends his fucking life standing in a bog, trying to make a living.
Watching people pee.
Trying to make a living, and you're stealing shit off him. Just when I thought you couldn't get any lower.
Psst, please. You know me, I'll do it as long as it's free.
Next up we had Jody Fleisch. Yes, we'll go with Fleisch. Jody Fleisch.
Is this his
name? Versus Stevie Boy.
Another fucking great match.
Yeah, it was really good.
I fucking love Stevie Boy. He might be like second favourite like of all of ICW right now.
How he's not ICW champion yet, I'll never know.
I think this is his...
He's not going to be next, but he's going to be very soon.
Like, I think Stevie Boy's winning the Square Go.
I would hope so.
Yeah. Because now he's got his goons, and I think like they could probably do like a Randy Orton when he had Legacy style Rumble win, where, you know, it's like the Filthy Generation are down to the final 3 or 4 if Kaylee's in it, against fucking DCT or something like, like a big fan favourite, except for me. And then, it'd be like, DCT's eliminated to the Filthy Generation. It's now down to Stevie Boy. Stevie Boy! He chucks DCT over. Stevie Boy wins!
Yeah. I'm trying to think, if BT Gunn wins the title at the Hydro, then that would set up a nice wee, if then Stevie wins the Square Go, it can kind of just torment BT Gunn up until maybe, say, Shug's House Party, or maybe even Fear and Loathing before cashed in. So I'd like to see his cash in being on a big show.
Yeah.
Like, and being announced in advance and it actually being sold as a big match. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, pretty much every cash-in has been at a big show. Like, I mean, obviously they didn't always do the Fight Club tapings, so
yeah.
But I wouldn't mind actually just seeing like a cash-in happen on a random like fucking Fight Club taping.
A surprise cash-in, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it would be fun, but I think it'd need to have the right fucking Square Go winner for that.
Yeah.
Like, Joe deserves a big cash-in. Stevie Boy will deserve a big cash-in.
I don't know, I think Stevie Boy and his gimmick right now is being a sleazy sleaze. Like, I think he would be the perfect kind of person to just, run in at a moment's notice and just try and win.
Yeah. I mean, if they did that sort of cash-in, where he cashes in as a surprise on a big show,
yeah,
then I'd be cool with that. That's fine.
Because I'm trying to think, like, how many of these cash-ins have actually happened out of nowhere? Remember, Lightning's was out of nowhere because everybody thought that he'd retired. Then both of Renfrew's were scheduled. I think, oh God, who else was it? Mikey Whiplash. Yeah, he won the second Square Go.
Yeah, I think his was scheduled.
And then the next two were Renfrew. Well, I mean, Dickie Diver technically won, but let's not talk about that. Ever.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
And then the last one was Joe.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and Wolfgang.
Yes, of course, Wolfie. Wolfie was a cash-in.
Yeah, Wolfie was...
Because he cashed in on Joe.
Wolfie was a sneaky bastard one. Because Joe beat Damo for the belt, and then Wolfgang cashed in.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So there you go. So only 2 cash-ins of 5 or 6 have been, like out of the blue.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Oh well, there we go. How much have we got left?
Right, so Jody won the match by pinfall.
Yeah, which I was quite surprised at.
Then at the end of the match, Stevie got on the mic and said that he wouldn't be the wrestler he is without Jody Fleisch, and then went, but I'm still an arsehole. And the Filthy Generation jumped him. Kinky Party comes out for the save, and that looks to be setting up some sort of match.
Yep, some 6-man
somewhere down the line.
Yeah.
Not going to be Fear and Loathing though, because as you mentioned earlier, Stevie's in the whatever the Jimmy Havoc thing is.
Yeah, the Jimmy Havoc Stabby Invitational.
Yep. We'll gloss over this pretty quickly because I don't want to get into too much detail here. Thatcher Wright.
Oh yeah, this was weird.
Yeah, he came out to the ring, proclaimed that his book had been stolen.
Yeah, it must have got stolen during the Newcastle Barragera.
Yep, I did say it got stolen in Newcastle. He blamed Donny T.
Mm-hmm.
So Pure Gangster came out, got in the ring, but before anything happened, Lionheart came out and rock bottomed everybody.
Yep.
Oh no, sorry, he rock bottomed Thatcher Wright and then hit Pure Gangster with a chair.
Yeah. Oh God, that's right. And every one of them took unprotected chair shots.
Yes.
Especially that little tiny guy that I don't know the name of.
Princess Seam.
Aye, that one.
One in the suit.
Aye.
Yeah.
He like literally stuck his head out and smack. Oh, la la. I don't understand pure gangster. I mean, Sakeeb Ali's in it, and he's the least gangster thing I've ever seen.
The other two, the gimmick suits the other two.
Aye, totally.
Because, like, Prince Assad, or Asim, was it Assad or Asim? Forgot now. Assad, yeah. Prince Assad, like...
Because I think Prince Asim is from, like, WCPW.
Yeah, he kind of looks like fucking... your type of, like, money man gangster that's fucking a paper hard man, if you know what I mean. Because he's got his big massive pals doing all his hard work for him, which is exactly what Donny T is. Because Donny T's like, for those that don't watch ICW or don't know anything about pure gangster, Donny T must be what, 6'10", 11, and built like a brick shit house.
Aye, the guy's fucking insanely built.
Yeah,
he's got a hell of a fucking look.
Yeah. Okay.
He used to hang about with Low King Sharp.
Yes, he did, and GTA, the tag team was called.
Yeah, don't know what that stood for, but anyway.
I'm assuming it didn't really stand for anything apart from Grand Theft Auto.
No,
because Low King Sharp had the GTA
Vice
logo.
City,
yeah, logo.
No, it did stand for something. I just can't remember what. Like fucking, I'm sure the A was for awesome. I know that. I remember that much. I'm very tempted to like fucking see if I can Facebook him now and just be like, "What did your greatest of all time or something like that?" I don't know.
No, greatest.
It wouldn't work.
Greatest tag team.
I think it was something like that. Greatest tag of all time, maybe. Greatest team of all time, something like that.
We'll try to find that out.
Yeah.
Okay, so semi-main, well, not semi-main event time, but the next match
Semi.
was the Wild Boar versus the Power Forward Mark Coffey.
This wasn't bad.
Yeah, I mean it was okay.
I quite like Wild Boar.
I see. I
like Boar more than Bird, I must say.
I'm not a big fan of either of them. It's nothing against them or anything. It's just I'm just not really a fan.
So this tag division must be fucking brutal for you.
Oh, it is just now. Yep, absolutely. I can't really remember what happened in this match.
No, this was a very forgettable match.
I know that Easton Reese came out at one point.
Yeah, that's the only part I remember.
But I can't even remember. I can't even remember how he actually hit Mark Coffey. Like if he hit him with a wetting or if he did he spear him?
So not saying this thing.
No, it just says he came out and attacked Mark Coffey.
Nah. See, this is obviously the point where it's getting really late on in the night.
Yeah, this was the point where we were on 2 pints at a time.
Yeah, but like not that I'm saying like, oh, drunkenness means like the rest of this is all hazy as fuck. It's just this was so unmemorable that even while drinking, like it's not that memorable. Like I remember quite a lot from the main event, which was obviously a few pints after this.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to the main event then. The first time ever in ICW history, the show was headlined by the women's division for the women's championship.
I get a feeling that's not true.
It is true.
Is that what they said?
Yes.
I'm certain there was another show that was headlined by women. That's not a first female show. Or maybe I'm just thinking of the fucking first ever female deathmatch. That might be it. Anyway.
Yeah, maybe. So we had Kaylee Ray taking on Casey. Kaylee Ray came to the ring by herself, which I was surprised at.
Mm-hmm.
There was no rest of the Filthy Generation with her.
Yeah, because they were probably fucking knackered from the times they showed up over the course of the night.
Well, we see them later on. But yeah, I was surprised that she came out on her own. I liked her promo before the match. I don't know if you've seen this.
I think I was...
No, it was before you. It was before you came in. They were playing videos on the screen before the actual show started.
Okay.
And basically, Kaylee cut a promo saying that this might be the first time that the women's division's headlined an ICW show. She's like, but I've been headlining shows since before you were standing on the barricades.
It was PWE. That was it. PWE.
Oh, was it then
that done the first ever women's main event? That was when Kaylee Ray took on Mickie James.
Yeah.
Aye, that's what it was.
Yeah. So basically, she's like, I've been main eventing shows since before you were standing the other side of the barrier. It's like, so there's one thing I can guarantee you tonight, Casey. My bottle won't crash, but will yours. Right, so I did quite enjoy the promo. And as we'll find out later on the match, Casey's bottle did indeed crash. Not really, she just lost, but I'm calling that the same
So
thing.
she did? Fuck.
You forget there was a new champion? So yeah, there was lots of interference in this match.
Yeah.
In various forms.
And most of it was, no pun intended, insane.
We first off we had Lucy Cole.
Who's now under a new name?
I'm still not convinced that was Lucy Cole.
Was, yeah, definitely was. Oh yeah, didn't she get hurt during this schmoz? Somebody was really badly hurt.
Oh, do you know something? I still don't think that was Lucy Cole. Because Lucy Cole got quite a bad injury at Discovery a few weeks ago.
Yeah, but that could have been a few weeks ago. Could have healed up. Maybe she may
No,
have...
but like she was in hospital after it.
Jesus.
We'll investigate this further. I'm not convinced that was Lucy Cole.
Who was it that told us it was? It was Robert, wasn't it? Was he with us at this point?
Yes. No, it was like halfway through the match before he came over. It was one of those guys standing beside us.
I don't fucking remember.
I'm not sure.
Anyway,
I'm not convinced it was.
You know what,
it might have been. But
we'll
I'm
have
not
a quick
convinced it was.
gander during the break, see if we can find out who it fucking was.
Yeah. But yeah, so it started off with her coming out, basically pandering to Kaylee Ray and being Kaylee Ray's number one fan. It had Mickie James's first story in WWE written all over it.
Yeah.
Following that, the Filthy Generation interfered, attacked Casey, until DCT and Viper came out to help Casey.
That's right.
Viper...
I was trying to remember who it was that came out on behalf of Casey and I couldn't think.
Yeah. Viper got... Something happened with Viper. She got thrown off the top rope or something like that.
Yeah, did she not get chucked on top of everybody?
Yeah, she did, yeah. Yeah, so then following that, the match ended with... Can you remember what the finish was?
Wasn't it the Gory Bum?
Yes, it could have been, yes. Kaylee Ray pinned Casey to become the new ICW Women's Champion. After that, the Filthy Generation get back in the ring and started beating down Casey before Jack Jester, Sha Samuels and Jody Fleisch came to the rescue.
So there we go. There's plenty of stuff that you can do for the next couple of months leading up to this.
Yeah.
Just try to see if I can find anything, but it's not looking like it. Just the Cole thing. I might have a quick look through the fan group page, see if anyone mentions it there.
Yeah,
throughout the break.
We'll have a 5-minute break anyway, just now, because I have to replenish my beer.
Yes.
Because I've ran out of cold ones, so I need to go downstairs and get more.
And I have drank like 4.
So there we go. A 25-minute talk has been an hour and 7 minutes.
Fantastic. That's just how we do it here.
we roll.
That's how we roll.
Right, so we'll take a wee quick break, then we'll come back and chat a wee bit of news.
Yeah, so what are we going to go out on?
I don't know.
Ooh. Let's go on the new Women's Champions music. We dominate the world. We dominate
We play that
world.
all the time, though.
Do we?
Yeah, we've done that a couple of times, yeah.
Okay.
Do something different.
Fuck you then.
What should we go out on?
Tweet us. It doesn't fucking
It
matter.
doesn't
if you tweet
matter,
us.
it's not live. I'll tell you what, since I was wanting to let you hear a wee bit of this anyway, because I think it sounded exactly like
Yeah,
Jody Fletcher's theme.
let's quickly.
Let's take a wee break and here's some Biffy Clyro.
Okay.
I smoke my face in night after night to numb the pain and stop the world spinning round and round. But how was I to know that in my mind I'm not so pure? Look into my eyes, you can't a tower just to stake my flag on top and look down on everyone. Well, help me to salute the people. You shine a light on my life. Now I'm just sentimental. You shine a light on my life. Now I'm just sentimental. You shine a light on my life. Now I'm just sentimental. You shine a light on my life. Now I'm just sentimental. You have tried to resist the pain, but you know you're not alone. No, you know you're
And we're back.
That was a much shorter one than usual.
Yeah, I know. I figured that last week was my peak. And considering the music didn't work, it made it even more annoying.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, better not piss off the listeners too much.
Yeah, tell me about it. I'm just having a quick look at something here, which I think you might find interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, Kevin Owens might be moved to Raw after Hell in a Cell.
Interesting. Where's this coming from?
Well, I'll read the story. It was reported last week that there was talks of WWE moving Kevin Owens to Raw after Hell in a Cell. In an update on speculation, Kevin Owens is now being advertised for the October 18th Raw in Portland, Oregon. Here is a post from the Rose Quarter with the Kevin Owens name being mentioned. And the Rose Quarter, I presume, is the venue for Raw.
The arena.
Yep. WWE Raw comes to Portland and the Moda Center. That was weird. October 16th, 2017, featuring superstars Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens, and Sasha Banks, and many more.
Interesting. So, is your theory that he's going to move to get as far away from Shane McMahon as he can?
Probably. Like, I think maybe it might even be a case of Shane McMahon himself being like, right, you know what, we've had this match and everything like that, but that's it, I'm done with you. Like, literally, I'm done with you. Because I've struck a deal with Kurt Angle and you're going to Raw.
Who do you trade him for, though?
Interesting. Who do we trade him for? Braun.
Nah, they'll keep Braun in Raw.
He doesn't have anything else to do.
They'll still keep him, though.
Literally has nothing else to do. I think, like, see if he came to SmackDown, he could be the champion in no time. Plus, actually, I think a Braun Nakamura match could be pretty fucking class.
Yeah, the problem is, though, Braun's going to win. Don't want that to happen too quickly. Do you know who I would trade?
Go on.
I think it's a fair trade given their positions on the card at the moment in terms of where they are.
The Miz.
No.
Oh.
This is probably not going to be popular and people probably aren't going to like this, but I'd like to see Cesaro finally get his dream and go to SmackDown.
Yeah, and then you could have like a pure like goodbye angle with the bar and be like, oh, well, just as I was starting to like it here on Raw, and now I'm being taken away.
Just as I'm starting to like you, Sheamus. Like, yeah, I quite like to see Cesaro go over because, like, can you imagine freaking if Nakamura wins the title and we get a wee Nakamura Cesaro
That would be pretty class.
title feud? I'd be into that.
I'm already salivating at the fact of a potential Nakamura Rusev feud.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Try to think who else from Raw would I think that's really it.
He's probably one of the only other guys. Like, I mean, I do like the idea of putting Braun on SmackDown, but like maybe like if you put Braun on SmackDown, just be like, right, well, you're new here, you need to establish yourself. So that's how you keep him away from Nakamura for a while.
I suppose Braun versus Rusev would be cool. Well, actually,
Or a tag team.
we'll get to this later, actually. Never mind, we'll talk about this in a bit, because you want to talk about this segment in particular, which is the Enzo segment at the end of Raw. So we'll get to that. Well, fuck it, we'll just get to that now. There's not really much more you can say in the Kevin Owens thing, is there? It's rumour.
It's speculation right
Yeah,
now, so...
yeah, we'll see if it happens. But the Enzo segment, do you think that this was combined with what happened during the actual taping of Raw?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think this is Braun's completed face turn?
Hey, it seems so, yeah.
Yeah.
Because, right, so... Enzo comes out spouting his. We'll just go through it in chronological order.
Yes. You can take the reins.
Enzo Roman Reigns.
The Roman Reigns. Believe that.
Fist.
Hey, don't you come near me with your fist.
Please, you came near me with your fist first.
Damn it.
You were trying to fist me.
Yeah, fair point.
So, sip of beer for the working man.
Indeed.
No cider. You got beer.
Beer for me.
Yeah, so this whole segment made me completely hate Enzo to the point where, like, I was actually screaming at the telly, like, you still need to fucking take that from this wee fucker. Like, I was actually so angry.
You say that as if you liked Enzo going into the segment.
I know, but, like, it was, like, kind of that thing where it's like, he's kind of funny a wee bit. Like, he's still a pain in the arse, but now it's just got to the point where he's just becoming completely obnoxious. Just, oh, look, he fucking won the belt by kicking a guy in the balls. Well fucking done.
Yeah. Good on you, Enzo.
Well done. And now he's walking about like he is, like, you know, the cat's pajamas.
The hilarious thing about it is what we've been
Cats
saying.
don't even wear pajamas.
I know. I was going to get to that in a minute. But the hilarious thing about it is it's exactly what we've been saying for months. He has done nothing to change his character.
Yeah.
He's just an unlikable person.
Yeah. And
But now you're supposed to not like him.
But now, like, WWE keeps constantly having people say, like, you're a dick backstage and nobody likes you. And then now it's gotten to the point where it's like, oh, they're finally turning Enzo to make us not like him as well. And it's quite good, actually. But
I'm quite enjoying it. Like, I'm just glad that fucking I now have a reason to not that I didn't have one before, but I just mean that he's been a heel for so long, and I'm like, just fucking turn him. If anything, fucking Big Cass was right in this feud.
yeah, he was.
Like,
Big Cass was always right.
Yeah.
That's the thing. See, most of the time when people have heel turns, the heel is normally always right.
Yeah. Hopefully that means when he comes back from his injury, he's going to come back. I quite like to see Big Cass with a face run.
Maybe.
Because, like, it would work well in the Universal title picture, especially if you've still got, like, say, Braun floating about.
Mm-hmm.
Braun needs a big guy to have those matches with.
But you would really need to change Cass's theme music if he's going to return as a face, because let's face it, like, the theme song he had before he got hurt.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
It was very healy.
I think he'll come back completely repackaged. Not repackaged to the point he's a new name or anything like that, but I think the whole tie to Enzo will be completely gone by
I
the
think
time
he
he
should
comes
drop
back.
the Big Cass. I think she should just be
Colin
Colin Cassidy again.
You know my feelings behind that.
But tell me again, just in case.
Mentioned this in the podcast before.
I know, but
I have an arsehole uncle by that name.
Fuck. Right, fair enough.
So I'm like, So even the fucking vignette aired for fucking Big Cass when he first debuted in NXT, I was like, no.
No.
No. Yeah, no.
God
Thank fuck,
damn it.
no. But yeah.
God, that'd be like if a fucking female wrestler debuted with the exact same name as one of your exes.
Has that ever happened? No, it's not.
I don't know. Have you ever went out with a girl just called Emma? No surname?
I've never been out with a girl called Emma in general.
Fair enough.
Oh, no, that's a lie. That's a lie.
I can't believe you'd lie to me.
When I was about 14, I went out with a girl called Emma on one date,
Oh,
and it was weird.
there you go.
Yeah,
The more you know.
the more you know.
I mean, we really don't hold anything back when it comes to, like, stuff about
No.
us. Like,
No,
there's
fucking no doubt. Ever since that one date, she's been dreaming about me. She listens to this podcast just to hear my voice, and now she's sitting there going, "What a cunt!"
Well, you didn't say anything bad about her. You just says we went on one date. Jesus Christ, Emma, fucking grow up.
Stop listening to me, you psycho bitch.
Oh no, keep listening. But
Listen for all the good reasons, though.
I mean, if you're still hot, hit him up. You know.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
you know what? We could maybe try and rekindle the flame. I watched a TV show the other day about a woman who fucking sent a guy to jail because, like, it's on Netflix, right? Give it a watch. This is not wrestling related whatsoever. But fuck it. Give it a watch, right? It's called The Worst Thing I Ever Did.
Okay.
And it's a documentary series about people that have done really shitty things in their life. and the guilt of it has got so much for them, they need to confess to the person they fucked over.
Okay.
And the cameras are there to catch the confession and all that. So this episode, right, this woman and her ex-partner had a kid. When the kid was 18 months old, died of hypothermia, which is sad. And the dad didn't turn up to the funeral. And the mum was so fucking angry about it. The dad was a drug dealer. The mum was so angry about it, she phoned the FBI and like got him 20 years in like maximum security prison.
For fuck's sake.
Because he didn't turn up to the kid's funeral. And then years later, she discovered that he was there.
Oh shit.
But he'd sat like with the coffin all day, and then when people started appearing, he left because like he couldn't handle being around everybody and all that. He was that distraught about the death of his child, and she got him put in jail for 20 years. So fucking the confession, she says that it was me. I'm the one that crashed into the feds, and I'm sitting there watching it going, why are they portraying her as the bad person when she's just fucking done her citizen fucking duty of reporting crime? But anyway, as it turns out, he forgave her, and they're now back together. Aww. So if that can happen to them, Emma, hit me up.
Do 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 do.
Anyway, that was a pointless story. What were we talking about? Enzo.
Also, Netflix. American Vandal.
Oh, I've seen that. I've not watched it yet though.
That's great. Can't believe who drew the dicks?
There is a fucking cracking series of is this in the fucking turning Netflix? There's a cracking series on Netflix.
Have you watched more stuff than wrestling? All right, fuck you.
There's a cracking series on Netflix just now. I watched it in its entirety on Saturday night. And it's built. What's it called? I think it's Building the Mafia, and it's basically like a documentary series about the birth and development of the modern day mafia.
Interesting.
It's fucking awesome, man. Like, highly recommend giving it a watch if you're into true crime and shit like that.
Mate, do.
It's like a 9-part series. Each part's like 40 minutes.
Jesus, and you sat and watched that in one night?
Yep, it's fucking brilliant, man. I fell asleep for like 20 minutes during like episode 4, and that was it. I watched the rest of it.
Oh well, at least since like you had a better Saturday night than I fucking did.
Yeah. Let's tell the people that story, Griz.
I decided to go down to Motherwell on Saturday to go and see a nice little bit of family wrestling with SWA.
Wanted to see Dickie Divers get his cunt kicked in.
When SWA put on a nice little show in Motherwell. However, I got to the front of the queue and I was like, right, we don't have tickets. Can we buy tickets on the door? Only to be informed, it's fucking sold out. Now, my argument here is that SWA never once spoke about this show being near a sellout or limited tickets remaining.
How do you know 200 people didn't turn up on the night and buy a ticket?
Because that doesn't happen. I don't believe you.
How do you know though?
I don't believe you.
How do you know? No, it's not a case where they believe me. How do you know?
I just know.
There is no sympathy here.
No, but like they
You'll
didn't
find no sympathy here.
But they didn't even say, "Oh, there's less than 200 tickets remaining." They did nothing of the sort. And then there was even somebody yesterday that yesterday at the time, so on the Friday, posting saying, "Will there be tickets still left on the door? I finished work late, but I want to come and see the show." Didn't bother replying to them. So how the fuck was I meant to know how many tickets were left? As far as I was concerned, you sold about fucking 5 tickets. And I could have gotten easily, which normally I do at SWA shows.
You should have bought your ticket in advance.
I didn't know until like
no
fucking
sympathy here.
2 days ago.
None. No sympathy to be found.
You're an ass.
Listeners, hit us up on Facebook or Twitter at Heel Podcast and tell us who's right, Griz or me.
Me.
Should have bought his ticket in advance.
I couldn't, like, on the day.
Could have bought it on Friday. Could have bought it 2 weeks before, 3 weeks before.
I can't because I didn't know I was going to go until like 2 days before.
Well, you're leaving it last minute then. That's the risk you run without buying a ticket.
No, but like that's why, as a company, they should be like, "Oh, we're running out of tickets. Better make sure you buy them." ICW fucking done it. This past week, they were like, "Oh, 200 tickets left. Oh, only 100 tickets left. You better hurry up and grab your ticket."
ICW,
Was it really that difficult?
ICW completely oversold that show though. completely oversold it.
Yeah, we could not move. I don't suffer from claustrophobia. I started to.
Yeah, yeah. It's cause of the seats. I know you're against the seats. I don't have a problem with the seats. But if they've got the seats, they need to be selling 50 to 100 less tickets in order to compensate. Because it's just basic math. Someone sitting down takes up more room than someone standing up.
Yep.
Not maths, physics.
Yeah. Well, there's probably a bit of math in there.
Yeah, I suppose.
Degrees and all that other shit that you learned in school and you've not used since. One of the funniest things that I always remember from school is when the teacher used to always say, "You're not going to walk around with a calculator in your pocket all the time."
Yes, we fucking do. Get it up, ye.
What's
Mrs.
this?
Math teacher. Mrs. Teacher Lady.
Mrs. Teacher Bitch.
AJ, shout out to you.
Who?
AJ, Teacher Lady.
AJ Styles?
No. AJ Lee was used to call Stephanie Boss Lady. Hey, Boss Lady.
I miss AJ.
Me too. AJ was fucking awesome.
AJ, come back, please.
Bring back AJ. Or at least start doing indie shows and we can see you elsewhere.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
I'll accept that.
You didn't need to retire from wrestling completely.
I understand your husband's a multi-millionaire, but, you know.
Didn't I hear something along the lines of, like, CM Punk is running out of money?
I fucking highly doubt that.
I don't know, I might look into that. But that's something I kind of heard, and I get the feeling it might be because of this court case that they're still under with WWE. Like, obviously, paying for lawyers and all that shit doesn't come on the cheap.
Yeah, true.
And plus, you probably would need to pay for Colt Cabana as well, because, let's face it, Colt Cabana's doing pretty well in his indie career and all that, with all the money he's making, but I still don't think that would be enough to, like, support a lawyer.
I don't really know what to think about that. Colt Cabana and CM Punk don't talk anymore.
No.
But that's because of this. Like, I don't think that's anything to do with a fallout or anything. That's their lawyers saying, look, you two need to keep a bit of a distance until this blows over.
Mm-hmm.
Which is what they're
How
doing.
long's that going to fucking take?
It's never going to get to court, I don't think.
Pardon me. Jesus. It's just insane.
Put it this way, right? I genuinely don't believe WWE are going to pay the money required to get it to court.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not WWE that wants to sue him, it's fucking the doctor, whose name's escaping me. So, like, WWE are going to take a look at how much that's going to... They don't fucking even do pyro anymore. So they ain't going to pay fucking legal fees for a fucking doctor who's fucking a wee bit upset that somebody said something about me in a podcast.
Or maybe that's...
Come on, bitch, sue me, let's do this.
Or maybe that's why... I know, like, we've already had a cease and desist from you.
Yeah, exactly.
Then we're scared.
I ain't scared. I ain't scared of nobody.
Fuck it. We'll just fucking phone up
Apart from
Vince.
Braun Strowman, I'm scared of Braun
Yeah.
Strowman.
We'll phone up fucking Vince McMahon right now and fucking have a chat with him if you want. Get that number up. Beep boop 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 beep boop boop.
I know where this is going.
Hello?
Hi, Vince.
Yeah, who the hell is this?
This is, you should know my name.
Oh. Oh, what the fuck is your name?
It's Chris for Turning Heel Podcast. I just want to ask you...
Oh, shit! The Turning Heel Podcast. I remember you. You tried to legally stream WrestleMania.
That's not technically true, Vince.
What?
Oh, that's not technically true.
What do you mean it's not true? I seen you.
All we did was post a wee video of the planes flying over the stadium. That's all it was.
You realise how expensive that was, and you're just gonna record it for free and post it to your little stupid friends online?
But what you don't understand, Vince, is I said in
I understand.
I said in the post, I was like, buy WrestleMania, get the network. It's only $9.99. This is what you're missing. A wee quick scam round. The matches hadn't even started, and you blocked my Facebook page for nearly 12 hours.
It doesn't matter. That was on television. And you recorded it. You tried to steal from me, Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
I was not trying to steal from you, Vince. When I download Raw every week, that's me trying to steal from you.
You what?
Yeah, but on this occasion,
you don't watch on the USA Network?
Because we're not from the US, Vince.
What? There's other countries outside the US?
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
And we don't like Donald Trump either.
What the hell are you talking about? I gave $5 million to Donald Trump.
Yeah,
He's the greatest president ever.
Okay, Vince, let's not make this a political thing.
He's not black for a start.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Let's say that, Vince.
What?
Look, Vince. It was lovely to speak to you, but
It wasn't lovely speaking to you.
well, that's fine. That's your prerogative. You don't have to like me. I'm the one that's ripping you off, not the other way around. Well, saying that, you do make me sit through fucking 3 hours of shite telly every Monday night. But
What are you talking about?
That's okay.
Roman Reigns. Do you think he's gonna become the Intercontinental Champion tonight? I do.
Fuck. Actually, I hope he does.
What?
Yes, I hope he does.
You do?
Yeah, because that'll keep him away for the Universal title for a while longer. Until he fucking headlines. What's Vince? Right, I need to ask you a question.
What?
Why is Roman Reigns headlining his 4th WrestleMania in a row?
I mean-
Hogan never did that.
I mean,
The Rock never did that.
look at
Stone
him.
Cold never did that.
Look at him. He's sexy. He's got long, greasy hair, and he's got those big muscles with the tattoos. I mean, look at him. I like looking at him.
I think that date that Triple H took you on in Camp WWE's maybe changed you a little bit, Vince.
Well, I'm a cool customer.
That you are, Vince. That you are. Thank you for joining us on the Turn and Heel podcast, Vince.
What?
Yeah, this is all recorded.
You mean you recorded me this entire time?
Yeah, we're going to put you down as being a guest.
What? No. I said stuff about Obama. You can't print that.
Yeah, the people would love to hear what you have to say, Vince.
Oh, I see you. You know what? You're just gonna be like the Young Bucks. Cease and desist.
Okay, Vince, too sweet.
What? No, you can't say that.
Well, I just did.
What? What? That's it. Linda! Linda, get over here! Get Obama! I mean, get Trump to... Where are you from?
The hole in your heart.
Where's the hole in my heart? What do you mean that's not a real company? I think we should just hang up now. Linda! Linda, get
Bye,
over here!
Vince. Bye, bye, bye. Click. What a lovely man.
I don't know, he seems a bit...
Just a little bit angry.
So, where were we from there?
We've still not actually spoken about Enzo.
Fuck.
So it's crazy when Vince McMahon is on your podcast how you get distracted.
I mean, see, to be honest, you did just kind of trick him by phoning him up and then just recording him without his knowledge.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's
Isn't
true.
there, like, kind of like, you know...
Where's my fanfare for my cease and desist that I'm going to get this week?
I know, we should make t-shirts of us two doing the Too Sweet.
Or just like kind of on the phone.
Cease and desist. So, no,
That
like...
cease and desist notification though on WrestleMania night, despite the fact that it pretty much fucking blocked all my social media for a while, was still the greatest moment of my life. Yes,
It was
he is watching.
super official. But it is really insane though. But they found you in the sea of what, nearly 100,000 people watching WrestleMania, and cut off all your social media for hours because you recorded WrestleMania for about a minute.
Wasn't even a minute.
Thereabouts.
Yeah, but in fairness though, I think probably how it works is that probably comes in on the location. Now it comes up the location you're recording from. So I think anybody that was live streaming at that point from from that location was just straight away cut.
Aye.
And I feel sorry for like the poor guys that are just kind of sitting in their house outside the stadium that aren't wrestling fans, that are maybe live streaming a podcast or something, and then fucking in comes the E to
What?
fuck them over.
What the fuck is WWE? Don't know why I was Australian
I
there.
was about to say, like, are they Australian?
They may be.
Living in that area of Orlando, which is not a particularly nice area. I feel if they were Australian, they would be somewhere nice. Anyway, Enzo Amore.
I just love the logic, like, because we were talking about Outback Jack like the other week, and it's like back in the day when it was like, oh, every every wrestler had a day job. It's like, I'm the garbage man. I'm gonna take out the trash. And then it was just like,
Calm your tits, Frank.
I'm the trash man.
You got it. Yes.
We're the bird brains. No,
I knew this shit was real.
And they just fucking like slice like fucking cricket's throat open. Yeah. Oh, that was like one of my favourite episodes. Just fucking Roddy Piper in there just being fucking demented. I forget what I was talking about now. Aye. And then it's just like, it's like, so you've got like fucking Duke the Dumpster Drosy and fucking IRS. I'm a tax man. Give me your money. And then you're just like, I'm Outback Jack. I'm just Australian. That's really about it.
That was an English accent.
Fuck.
You really need accent training.
That's clearly like anytime I try and do another person's accent, I could do that a different accent really well. But see, when it comes to doing that accent when I want to do it, another one comes out.
Fair enough. Right,
Right,
so
yeah,
Enzo. You're the one who wanted to talk about this.
I know, for fuck's sake.
We've gone like 25 minutes without actually talking about it.
We should have asked Vince what Enzo thought. What he thought of Enzo.
Should we phone him back?
Let's phone him back.
No, let's not phone him back.
Okay, well maybe we'll phone him back in the next episode. Let's see what he thinks of Jinder Mahal in the next episode.
Oh God.
We can just keep this as a running thing. Like, we'll just phone him for like 5 minutes every week, and
It'll be like fucking the Real Radio pranks or whatever it is they used to do back in the day.
they still do them now.
Do they still do them now?
It's not Real Radio. It's like Clay One. Like, they phone up people, and it's like people phone up and give like their phone number of their like mum or dad, and then they phone them up and prank them. Like, oh, your daughter's crashed into the side of my house, and it's going to cost $100,000 to get it fixed. And then you just hear them go absolutely fucking berserk.
That is great.
I ain't paying you fucking nothing. Fuck you. You want to fucking come down here? I'll fucking smash your fucking face in. Like, obviously all the swears are beeped out, but it's really embarrassing. See, when it gets to the point where it's just like, beep, because they just won't stop swearing. So
the best one I've heard, in fact there's two really good ones I've heard. One was when they phoned a boxing gym and they're like, I want to come and start training and all that. And the trainer's like, aye, okay, you need to come this time and all that. And he's like, there's one thing I need to ask though. I need to request a separate changing room. And it's like, what do you want a separate changing room for? And he's like, because I know what you boxers are like with your shiny shorts and your Vaseline. Like, oh, fuck. This was different days. And one of the other ones was he phones a pizza place and he's like, do you deliver? And she's like, what? He's like, do you deliver? Yes, we deliver. And he's like, brilliant, can I have a cheese and liver pizza, please? Do you deliver?
Do you do liver?
Fucking brilliant. She's like that. We don't deliver. You just said you deliver.
See, that's quite good. That's the kind of joke that would only work in Scotland.
Yeah.
So Enzo. Oh, what's this? No. Right. So Enzo. So yeah, he comes out. Proclaims he's the fucking greatest fucking wrestler of all time. Yeah, we said all that before Vince McMahon came on the phone. And during the night, he also says that he wanted a no contact rule in his
Contract.
not his contract, but in his appearance, his fucking party, whatever the fuck you call it, so that nobody can attack him. If anyone attacks him, then they lose any right to wrestle him for the Cruiserweight title.
Mm-hmm.
Then he retired his Certified G jersey, and then all the Cruiserweights came out to the 205 theme music, and Enzo was like, what's this crappy theme music? I was like, I like that song, fuck you.
Yeah, and plus, you not watch the show you're on, Enzo?
No. Well, no, he's there, I guess.
But it's when I hear it in the arena.
I know. I actually really do like the 205 theme music. I'm kind of gutted it's just another typical, oh, this is a minute and a half and then that's it. Like, and then loop. But I think, like, see if CFO Dollar Sign actually made proper music, like, I would actually like them as a band.
They're not a band,
or a
though.
group, whatever you want
They're
to
not
call
a band.
them.
They're a like commercial producer.
Mm-hmm.
They're not in it for the love, for the fucking love of the music. They're in it because they get paid fucking Benjamins.
I don't know. Anyway, would you see Baron Corbin's theme music has lyrics now?
Yes.
I think it sounds
Because I was listening to it on
sweet.
SmackDown this week and I was like, that's awesome. Then I realised it was the same theme tune, they've just like changed it and put the lyrics in, and it works so much better with the lyrics in.
Yeah.
But anyway, Enzo.
Sorry. I just feel like that's probably one of the only times we'll talk about Baron Corbin on the show, so. Because we were talking
On
about
this
theme
episode.
music.
Talking
No.
about Baron Corbin all the time.
No, we're never talking about Baron Corbin again. Ever. Rest in peace. He's not dead. So, like, then all the cruiserweights come out, and then, so fucking Enzo sits there slagging them all, which is all stuff he's done before. He calls Cedric the entertainer, Alexander the Great, and he's like, oh, you've got no charisma. And then he's like, Rich Swann, didn't you dance into a championship and then lose it and then didn't do anything after that? And it's like, what the fuck are you going to do? You dance as well.
Well, Rich Swann actually did the Enzo shuffle. Don't know if you noticed that.
Everybody did. Like, we'll go into that. I'm surprised he didn't make fun of Lindsay Dorado, because, you know, Lindsay Dorado shows up like once every like 6 weeks to job, because he's apparently useless by the seams of things. Like, it just, the way that he's portrayed on 205 Live makes me not give a fuck about him. He's got the most generic of all theme music, and he just loses all the time. I don't think he's won a match since like maybe the Cruiserweight Classic.
He probably hasn't, and that's probably a fair estimate.
And he made fun of Grand Metalik for being a bit chubby. It's because he's a bit bigger than everyone else. He could still be under 205 easily. He did make fun of Noam Dar, which was good.
He was about to, though. He started.
I think he did.
He said, Noam! And that's when Neville's music hit.
So Neville comes out. Like, I just want to get all this in, just to, like, because like he's clearly been a dick to absolutely everybody. And so Neville comes out, looks dishevelled again, which is fantastic. I don't know how he does it. Has the fucking gross dry hair and like the fucking giant bags under his eyes like he did when he lost to Tozawa. But obviously, wouldn't you be more dishevelled when you get beat by Enzo Amore?
Oh, yeah.
And
especially the way he get beat.
Exactly. Fucking booting the nuts. That's depressing, man. So Neville comes out and he's just like, don't give a fuck about your stupid letter, and beats the shit out of him. And then so Raw goes off the air. Then on YouTube there was a video of all of them still out there, and then Braun comes out, beats up Enzo for no real reason.
Other than because he's Braun.
Because he's the fucking shit and should be the goddamn champion. But then, like, see, for the actual, like, this is probably where the face turn literally happened. He turned around to all the cruiserweights and went, do you want him? And they were all like, yeah! So it's like, right, so Braun and all the cruiserweights are pals now. And then all the cruiserweights came in and beat the shit out of Enzo for like 10 minutes, and it was great.
I loved fucking Drew Gulak.
I was just about to say, like, Drew Gulak for ages has actually been like, I've really liked the guy. Like, I thought he's been one of the best characters on 205, and it's just because we don't talk about 205 much that I've not really spoke about him, but he's the best. He's just so funny. Like, because, like, seeing during the Cruiserweight Classic, he was, he's meant to be taken more as a proper wrestler. He had the weird fucking house coat thing, and then the giant beard. He's still like that in the intro. I don't know why they don't edit that out. He's completely different than what he is now. Yeah, like you says, he's like a knight, and that's meant to be his coat of armor. And it's like, right, that's not working. So he's shaved his face, and he's doing this no high flying thing. It's hilarious.
No fly zone.
The no fly zone. And these past couple of weeks on 205, he's been doing this thing of here's my PowerPoint presentation, and then in the corner it's like one of like 250 slides. It's like, slide number 1, no chanting. Slide number 2, no coming off the top rope.
No celebrating was another one as well.
He's so fucking funny.
But see during this Enzo segment where who was it that was going up again? Was it Mustafa Ali? Mustafa Ali's trying out to Roy. He's like, no,
it's a no-fly zone.
And Mustafa's like, but come on.
It's like
everyone else is like. And he's like, then he thinks about it, he looks about, and he's like,
it's like, right, go on then. It's like, okay, this one time, come on, there's just this one time. He's like, he actually needed to like rest on the ropes. Like, he looked like he was genuinely thinking about it. It's just like, well, I mean, like, come on, it is Enzo Amore, and he is a dick. He's made a mockery of our whole division. Yeah.
You hit him with that.
But I think it would have been better if like Rich Swann or something came over and went, Drew, come here, look at this, and then just like kind of dragged him over the other side of the ring, and while like Gulak had his back turned, Mustafa just kind of done it. And it was like,
but then he would hear the impact.
And he turned around and it's like, what was that?
And all the cruiserweights are just standing at the right position where they can't see Mustafa on the ground.
They all just kind of close round. It's like, oh, it was nothing. It was no.
That would have been good.
Yeah, so that was great. And then like the next night on 205, Enzo comes out and he keeps saying stuff along the lines of, I've never taken a day off in my whole career. And it's like, what about that time you got knocked the fuck out at a pay-per-view?
Yes, that did happen.
So, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, so finally we fucking got that out. I'm interested to see where this goes.
Yeah, but I'm actually very interested in it. Much as I hate to admit it, but Enzo's right. I actually kind of more interested in 205 Live now.
One more thing I want to ask you before we go on to our final segment.
On you go.
Since technically every cruiserweight beat the shit out of him, that means there's no challengers for the cruiserweight title.
Well, that's what he said on 205 Live.
Mm-hmm. What if someone from outside of 205 Live came in and challenged for it? Who would you pick? Go.
Someone from outside of 205 Live.
Can be NXT, SmackDown, Raw.
Technically, they never said they never get a chance again. So, it could be someone completely bizarre that comes out. So, I can pick from anywhere. Good question. Probably going to have to go Kalisto, just to give him something to do.
See, I would agree with that, but this is not my original idea, but I really like this idea. What if Johnny Gargano came up, took the belt, eventually, let's say like Enzo gets a fucking couple of sneaky kick in the ball victories, but
just in time for Ciampa coming back.
Exactly. So then you have Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa feud over the cruiserweight title.
I would be into that.
I just, I mean, they done it with Enzo the other week. Like, he entered the cruiserweight division, but then still had a match with Miz and all that. I don't see why every now and again wrestlers from 205 can't just, be in matches. Like, I guess other people.
Do you think Neville's going to move out of the 205 division now then?
Maybe. But I kind of don't want him to, because he really is the only superstar in brackets that they have. And see if they lose Neville now that Aries is gone, there's not going to be much left.
Well, if they move Gargano up, then it's a reasonable replacement.
Yeah. And they really need to move Kalisto down. I just don't...
100%.
Kalisto's doing nothing on Raw. Like, literally nothing. He just comes out...
When he get drafted to Raw, I was like, right, cool, he's going to 205 Live.
He comes out like once a month to interrupt fucking Elias and then lose to him. Because this literally happened like these past 2 months.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Elias.
Right, we'll do a wee quick fire of Hell in a Cell.
Sorry, one more thing.
Okay.
Fabian Aichner on fucking NXT.
Oh, yes.
How fucking cool was that?
Yeah, he was good.
Ah, that guy. That no longer cruiserweight. Was originally a cruiserweight. He's bulked up now. He's no longer a cruiserweight. Had an amazing match with Cassius Ohno. And
no. Sorry.
And
Hey, don't you fucking elbow that mic.
oh. And Adam Cole, baby, his debut, in-ring debut.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking
The
class.
entrance was fucking great.
Just, there was that one woman you could hear that clearly, like, sounded like she was getting stabbed. She was screaming so loud.
Yeah, I noticed her. Right, anyway.
Yeah, anyway.
Right, we'll do a wee... We were talking about this during the break. I think we'll just start making this our normal deal when it's before a pay-per-view. Rather than talk about it in details, we're going to talk about it in detail after the fact.
Yeah, so
we'll do a quick fire prediction.
Okay.
And see how it goes.
Hit me.
So, Randy Orton, Rusev.
Rusev
For me too. Bobby Roode, Dolph Ziggler.
Bobby
Roode, sorry. AJ Styles, Baron Corbin.
AJ.
I'm going to go Baron.
Ooh, interesting.
Natalia, Charlotte.
Although I do think that, like, I get the kind of feeling like Ty Dillinger should be added into this. I get the feeling like this,
There's a good
this
chance
match
it will
might
be.
change.
Yeah, there's a good chance
Like
it will
tonight on
be. Tomorrow.
on SmackDown.
Oh, when this goes out tonight.
That kid doesn't matter.
Yeah. Natalia, Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte probably.
Yeah, me too. New Day, Usos.
New Day.
Yep. That's it. Nakamura, Mahal.
Who I want, Nakamura. Who I think, Mahal.
I'm thinking Nakamura's doing it.
Me too.
I think after the fiasco the other week, they probably need to get that belt off him for a bit. I say for a bit. By a bit, I mean forever.
Forever. And then, he gets fired.
Shane McMahon, Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens.
I think Shane might win.
But this is interesting now. Because of what we spoke about.
Yeah.
When we came back.
Plus, I don't think Shane's won a match since he came back, has he?
Nope. Lost to AJ, lost to Taker.
Lost in Survivor
the
Series.
Survivor Series match. Well, technically SmackDown did win that match.
I bet he
was eliminated. But, like, he got murdered. Like, he didn't get pinned, he got...
Yeah. I think Shane might win this, because I think Kevin Owens is the type of guy where Shane can beat him and not take any momentum off him. Especially if they get into the storyline where he's going to Raw. But yeah, I'm going to go Shane.
All right, I'll keep Kevin Owens because that'll make things a bit interesting.
Things interesting, yes, absolutely. So that's us for another week.
I think it's so funny how like our unscripted episodes go so much longer than scripted episodes.
It's because we just decide to phone Vince McMahon for no reason.
I think we should make that a weekly thing.
We'll talk about it. So, on that note, I've been Chris motherfucking Hughes.
And I've been the Griz.
Ho!
See.
Yo! What were you thinking? Stepping into the realm of the deadly, sinister, vampire warrior. I'ma bust that buster, hush that hustler. Sock all you suckers, leave you flunks in a fluster. Punch till you buster, crunch till you crushed up. Rock with the ruckus, leave you mashed up, you muster. Lost your mind, now you hanging and clanging for your life. When I strike, I be mangling and strangling with a vice so precise. No man could be handling the vampire warrior who's banging and banging. I'ma crush, I'ma strike with a venomous blow. I'ma smush, I'ma spike till the blood overflow. I'ma push, I'ma fight so your fear of me grow. Ain't nobody immune to the death when we go. I'ma tear, I'ma stab, it's a devilish show. I'ma spit, I'ma jab, leave a hole in your throat. I'ma sear, I'ma slap, in your blood you will flow. Just in case y'all still didn't know, I'm a killer. Yeah, it's the vampire warrior. The vampire warrior who's banging and banging. Yeah, it's the vampire warrior. The vampire warrior who's banging and banging. Fear for the bite that makes you bleed. Where is the air you used to breathe? Near to your death you will proceed. Scared for the life you're about to lead. Yeah, ducking high cause I'm out for blood. Stop my destructive path, I doubt you could. Yes, my relentless wrath will trounce you good. Don't be shy to scream and shout the should. I'ma crush, I'ma strike with a venomous blow. I'ma smush, I'ma spike till the blood overflow. I'ma push, I'ma fight so your fear of me grow. Ain't nobody immune to the death show. I'm a spit, I'm a jab, leave a hole in your throat. I'm a sear, I'm a slap, in your blood you will flow. Just in case y'all still didn't know, I'm a killer. Yeah, it's the vampire warrior. The vampire warrior who's fanging and banging. Yeah, it's the vampire warrior. The vampire warrior who's fanging and banging. You look a little flush, your blood spitting up. The road's getting rough, that's it, you've had enough. Your family is clamoring for suits, print and plush. For visits to your wake with the tears dripping gush. You're frigid to the touch, you're lifeless, a failure. Your skin's getting pasty, the smell's getting staler. Erosion, decomposing, what did I tell ya? You should never have chosen to taste the impaler. I'm a crush, I'm a strike where the venomous blow. I'm a smush, I'm a spike till the blood overflow. I'm a push, I'm a fight so your fear of me grow. Ain't nobody immune to the death when we go. I'm a tear, I'm a stab, it's a devilish show. I'm a